Ever feel that little pang of envy when you're scrolling through social media? Do you see someone's amazing vacation photos, their new promotion, or their picture-perfect family, and suddenly, your own life feels a little less shiny? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. This feeling is actually a ghost from our evolutionary past. Think about it. For our ancient ancestors, comparison was a life-or-death survival tool. Being able to quickly size up your status within the tribe who was stronger, faster, or had more resources was crucial. A higher status meant better access to food, shelter, and protection. It literally meant safety. So, our brains developed this incredibly efficient, automatic program: compare, assess, and figure out where you stand. It was a brilliant strategy for survival in a world full of immediate dangers. Fast forward to today. The world has changed dramatically, but our brains haven't quite gotten the memo. That ancient survival software is still running in the background, but now it's trying to operate in a totally new environment. The digital world. The things we compare have changed. It's no longer about who can hunt the biggest mammoth. Now, it's about who has more followers, a more aesthetic lifestyle, a more impressive job title, or a more perfect body. Social media, especially, has turned life into one giant, endless scoreboard. Every post, every story, every update is a potential point of comparison. But here's the crucial flaw in this modern comparison game: it's never a fair fight. We are constantly comparing our full, messy, complicated reality hour behind-the-scenes footage. If you will to someone else's carefully curated highlight reel, we see the polished final product, the filtered selfie, the celebratory announcement. We don't see the struggles, the self-doubt, the messy drafts, or the 100 failed attempts it took to get there. It's like comparing your rough draft to someone else's published novel. You're set up to lose from the very beginning. This constant, unfair comparison takes a huge toll. It can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and the sense that you're always falling behind. It's a thief that steals our joy and contentment, leaving us feeling empty and perpetually dissatisfied. It traps us in a cycle of wanting what others have, instead of appreciating what we've got. So, how do we break free? The secret isn't to pretend we'll never compare again. That's like trying to tell your heart not to beat. The trick is to take this process from being automatic and unconscious to being deliberate and conscious. When you catch yourself in the act of comparing, don't beat yourself up. Instead, just notice it. Shine a light on it. Say to yourself, there's that old survival program again, trying to keep me safe. The moment you become aware of it, you take back the power. The automatic program loses its grip. Once you've noticed it, you have a choice. You can let that comparison spiral into envy and self-criticism, or you can choose a different path. You can consciously shift your perspective from comparison to inspiration. Instead of thinking, their life is so much better than mine, you can ask, what is it about their journey that inspires me? What can I learn from their success that I can apply to my own unique path? When you see someone who's incredibly fit, let it inspire you to go for a walk or try a new healthy recipe. When you see a friend achieving a career goal, let it motivate you to take the next small step toward your own ambition. This shift is everything. It transforms a negative, draining experience into a positive, energizing one. You're no longer competing on their scoreboard. You're gathering fuel for your own journey. Remember, your path is yours alone. It's not supposed to look like anyone else's. Your behind the scenes is just as valid, just as important, and just as real as your own future highlight reel. Focus on your own growth, celebrate your small wins, and use the success of others as a source of inspiration, not desperation. Turn comparison into admiration, and envy into motivation. That's how you win the game, by refusing to play by its old, outdated rules. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, give this video a like and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional life. See you in the next one.